Hello, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for sun, moon, rising, cross watching. This is the full moon in Aries reading, and I'm doing this because it coincides with the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse in Aries that we had April 8th. And this is coming to the end of the cycle. This is like a full 6 months. So I'm doing like a 6 month later video. I did do weekly readings that also include this full moon, so you could check those out. And also, I on those readings I attached, and I'll do on this, the solar eclipse readings, just so I think it's great to look back, see how far you've come, and also let's see if there's some, similarities in the readings. And I wrote down notes. I have notes here about the cards that were pulled in those readings, and we'll see if we have any repeating messages or whatever needs to come out today. So fire signs, you guys had believe in your good luck and surrender to the divine as your overarching energies back in April. And this is speak your world into being. I love it. So whatever it is that you want, you can have. You have to, talk about it to other people. You have to tell yourself it's possible. One of my little weird kind of quirky tricks that I do, and that I've done my entire life, to be honest, is I pretend I'm giving an interview. I also talk to myself, so that'll tell you something. But I pretend I'm giving an interview, and I'm telling someone who's very interested in what I've done and how I did it. And I these things come to fruition for me. It's just part of my own personal manifesting. So this is, don't let your past hold you back. That is a fantastic message, fire signs. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past. We can learn from our mistakes. Certainly, we don't want to repeat mistakes or anything like that. But you don't want your past to hold you back. Just because something didn't work out before doesn't mean it's never going to work out. Maybe now is the time. Let's get into the tarot and see what it has to say. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. I really appreciate it. Okay. Three of Pentacles, building a strong foundation for the future here with the Three of Pentacles. It's the card of the architect. See this? Speak your world into being. This is, you might be making a blueprint for your life, or maybe since April, you've done a lot of things to set things in motion, and now you're seeing them come to fruition. You're starting something big that you've been thinking about doing. The Devil card, don't let your past hold you back. So the Devil card certainly can be, self-sabotaging thoughts, ruminating thoughts, regrets, memories, wishing things were different, living in the past. And those are just some of the things that the Devil represent. It can also be toxic relationships. It can be the golden handcuffs when you work for a job that you hate, but you like the paycheck. So the Devil, it could be addictions. Changing things in your life that you need to go away. When you see the Devil, it's just an indication that you need to let go. Just finally let go of those things that could be holding you back. The Tower, big ending. Okay. So yeah, this 6-month cycle, this is the culmination of it. Doesn't mean that it's over for good, but it means like, where have the last 6 months gone? What's happened? What's the roadmap here for the future? The Tower says that things that needed to end are going to end. And if you haven't already eliminated these things from your life with the Devil and the Tower, yeah, they're going. You don't need them anymore. And sometimes the Tower is things that are beyond your control, beyond your circumstances. But you know what? They happen, and the Tower moments are there so you can readjust and refocus and figure out a different way to do things. It doesn't mean anything that's ending has to end so that you can move forward. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a card of your ships coming in. It's a card of expansion and growth. The yellow in the card is very positive. That is a happy, positive color, and it's intentional on the card to let you know that this is like the dawning of a new day. There's exciting things coming in on the horizon. You may be traveling. You might be getting contracts with people overseas, starting a website, starting a YouTube channel, dealing with people from around the world. And as I said, when you've got the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, threes, you're bringing in that stability, your expansion and growth. You're ready to move into something exciting and new. So, with the Devil and the Tower, you really are being called, fire signs. If you haven't let things go, if you know there's something you've got to let go of, you've got to do it here. And, with this speak your world into being, that may be these like tough conversations. Maybe, or maybe they're not tough. Maybe they're just conversations you have to have so that you can change some things in your life to have what you want here. So, fire signs, I'm going to do a quick pick a card. If you're subscribed, thank you. You know what this is. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed and you like the video, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. I hope you enjoy this video. As I said, I did do weekly videos that are out now for this week, for this time period. This full moon, I didn't mention it, is on October 17th, which is a very important day for me personally. On October 17th in 2013, I had this huge epiphany, aha moment, really whatever you want to call it. But that was the date that began a new cycle. And, here we are, however many years later, you can't recognize my life from them. I've had so many changes and tower moments and devil, moments, things that I've had to change in my life and relationships I had to end. So I'm here to encourage you to do those things because I have, and I am so much happier for it. So with this pick a card, you can ask a question and pick a card. You can see if one of them jumps out at you. Otherwise, I will use them to further clarify the message on the table. Card number 1, fire signs, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, so all the Knights are action cards. So this does say you need to take action. The swords relate to communication. You have speak your world into being. You really may be needing to speak up, but you could be writing a book. You could be giving a talk. You could be communicating with others very clearly what you want. You could be setting boundaries with the Knight of Swords, but it can also be a lawyer or someone who's speaking for you, a representative, HR rep, a lawyer, something like that. So take that as it resonates. It's a yes card if you asked a yes or no question, but the Knight of Swords is definitely telling you that you need to be very clear and concise, and now is the time to go for it. You're not letting your past hold you back. You're ready to go. This is a very, very quick moving energy with the Knight of Swords. Look at that horse. I mean, he's on a canter there. Then you have the Seven of Cups for card number 2. This is a maybe card because the Seven of Cups is a card of decisions, making decisions. What are you letting go of? What is it that you're going to release and let go of? So the Seven of Cups calls you to look at these different choices. Look at the things you have in front of you. Choose the things that are best for you. Choose what's working for you and let everything else fall away. If you are letting a person go, I really do recommend you let them go with love, right? You don't want to have a big blowout and then, sometimes that happens, okay? Honestly, sometimes that happens. And if it does and it's over, let it go. I'm not saying get back in touch with that person. And I'm not even saying if you're letting someone go with love that you have to tell them. You could just, in your heart say, I wish you the best. I hope everything goes well for you, but you're not for me. Remember I said setting boundaries. I got that on the Knight of Swords. So there could be some boundary setting here. And then you have the Page of Cups. Yeah, pursuing something new and exciting that feels good to your heart, that utilizes your imagination. And, the pages are that new chapter, that new start. And it's like, from Ace to 10 in the tarot is like you setting things up, right? You're, going through all the motions and setting things up. The page says, okay, you've done all this hard work. Remember, I said you're on your way to build this future here. You're expanding and growing. The Page of Cups says, pursue what feels good to your heart. Also, if you're making a choice, again, I am going to reiterate to choose what feels good to your heart. Release and let go of the things you don't need. Anything that's holding you back, fire signs, you don't need it. We're going to go into 2025. It's going to be exciting. New energy astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, but watch your favorite astrologer and get some insight because it's really interesting. Also, I am doing some rest of the year readings for 2024. They're coming along slowly because they're a lot longer. So, but I hope you check those out. Thank you so much, fire signs, for watching. And I hope that everything has gone really well for the past 6 months and will continue that your life will continue to expand and grow. You pursue your passions and release what you don't need. Speak your world into being and do not let your past hold you back. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.